Hello, and welcome to this special place to be with God. We know that anywhere we are can be a special place to be with God, a place where we can talk to God and listen to God and tell the stories of God, a place where we don't have to hurry because we have all the time we need, and a place where we can talk more softly because someone might be talking to God and we don't want to disturb them. We'll start this morning, as always, with our greeting. Christ is risen. And you say, Christ is risen indeed. Today is the 6th Sunday of the Easter season. And so we light our Christ candle together. To remind us that Christ is always with us when we gather to hear God's stories and when we do or go anywhere together. Today's story is a continuation of last week's story. So it is found in our Bible in the Gospel of John, chapter 21. And I'm going to read verses 15 through 17. When they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my lambs." A second time he said to him, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Tend my sheep." He said to him a third time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter felt hurt because he said to him the third time, "Do you love me?" And he said to him, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my sheep." And then Jesus said to him, "Follow me." So now we're going to get ready to see and hear our story. And so we will sing together, "Be Still and Know." So I hope you'll join with me. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. So I'm going to move our Christ candle a little bit to the side so that we can tell our story. So last week, we heard that the disciples, 7 of the disciples, had gone fishing together, and they'd fished all night and didn't catch a thing until Jesus came along and told them to put their net on the other side of the boat, and then they had so many fish they couldn't even drag the net into the boat. And when they came to shore, they found Jesus on the beach with a charcoal fire. And he was cooking bread and fish on that fire, and he invited them to come eat. And so he fed them the bread and the fish, and they had breakfast together on the beach. And when they had finished eating, Jesus said to Peter, "Peter, do you love me more than these?" And Peter said, "Yes, Lord, I love you. You know that I love you." And Jesus said, "Feed my lambs." And then a second time, Jesus said to Peter, "Do you love me?" And Peter said, "Yes, you know that I love you." And Jesus said, "Tend my sheep." And then Jesus asked a third time, "Peter, do you love me?" And Peter felt sad because Jesus had asked him this question 3 times. And he said, Jesus, you know everything. You know that I love you. And Jesus said, feed my sheep. And then Jesus said, Peter, follow me. I wonder how Peter felt being this close to Jesus. If you want to pause your video to answer these questions and talk about them with your family, you may do that now. I wonder why Jesus asked Peter 3 times if Peter loved him. I wonder how Peter felt when Jesus said, feed my sheep. I wonder what Jesus meant when he said, feed my sheep. I wonder where Jesus is leading Peter. I wonder if Peter will make a good shepherd. Now I'm going to change the light. So right now the light is in one place at one time. But when we change the light, it reminds us that the light of Christ can be anywhere we go, at any place, and at any time. Amen.